Hello Capricorn, Elsie here to do your reading. It is for the week ahead, Capricorn. Well, it could be for now, it could be for then, right? We are looking at timeless reads, so whenever this resonates for you, it could resonate for today, tomorrow, next year, who knows, right? But this is a weekly reading. Capricorn, how you doing? I hope you're well, my Earth cousin. Happy Thanksgiving, friends. If you are somebody who is celebrating, Americans are celebrating Thanksgiving today. It's the beginning of the season for you. I hope all things are well and in good health for you and your family. Let's find out what's going on for you, Capricorn. And hey, look, if I'm already coming through your feed, I mean, you could just hit that subscription button, right? Thanks for the thumbs up if that's what you plan on doing. I appreciate you. Thanks so much for being here. And if you're a person who keeps coming back because you're loyal like that, I appreciate you. And if you're somebody who's brand new, welcome to the shenanigans. I hope that you will stay. And at the end of this video, I'm going to tell you about how to get the extended. I'm also going to tell you about how to book a private reading if you're interested. Let's find out what's going on for you, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me about Capricorn. All right, there we are. We've got the Empress. We've got the Four of Cups. Got the Two of Swords. It feels like I do have an Empress here who's become quite bored. I'm going to say it feels like you feel that you're in purgatory or that life has blocked you. It feels like with this Two of Swords, things are good. I'm going to say, like, you know, for the Empress, things are good. You've got your money in order. You've got wisdom. You've got balance. You've liberated yourself. You're comfortable with speaking your truth and being honest with people. I feel like you're just dripping in abundance. Like, I feel like life is being pretty good to you, but it does feel like that's becoming the same old, same old. It feels like this is the comfort zone, or this is becoming a little bit boring. You know, as we look at this, we can see the Three Cups at the back, but we've got the Ace of Cups up front. I feel like somebody has everything they want except a meaningful connection, whether that means friendship or love. It feels like you have everything but that, and I feel like this is a block, or you feel like it is. I'm going to say that maybe your intuition might be blocked, or the universe is trying to force you to make a decision through your intuition rather than seeing and believing. So it feels like there is a decision to be made here about stepping outside of your comfort zone, stepping outside of this place of boredom to share your emotional self. Tell me more about the Empress, please. You could be the Empress, or somebody else could be. Empress is Taurus and Libra. You don't have to be either one of those signs, but you do have to have the all of the wisdoms of the queens. It feels like you're building up to this. It feels like you're building up to... It feels like stepping outside of a comfort zone. It feels like what you've been doing is you've had your head down. You've been very focused on the things that are abundant. So it feels like you have been building, planning, it's Capricorn energy. You've been engaging in being the Queen of Pentacles, being the CEO, getting everything in order. It feels like it's very important to you to have a solid foundation, and I think you do. I think you've built a solid foundation, but in doing all of that, it feels like you have come to this comfort zone where everything is in a solid foundation sort of energy. We've got the Four of Pentacles. We go from the 3 to the 4. And the 4 is a place, right? The person's got their hand on the 3, but they got an ace here. And so I feel like you're adding one more pentacle. It's like you're building towards something slowly here. It's like, okay, I now have the wisdom. I'm now the Empress energy. I don't need anybody to provide anything for me. And I do have a solid foundation. I'm very planned. I know what I'm doing. But Capricorn twice here at the center of the read. So it's like when you show up with your energy, especially at the center of the read, you know what's going on. It feels like you haven't been very open, I'm going to say. You haven't been very open. This little box is closed. This person has their hand on top of the 3 pentacles, not allowing anyone to have any. It feels like you've been very disconnected in your emotional energy. And I think that that has become a block for you, Capricorn. And so it is time for you to make a decision about what to do as it pertains to the Four of Pentacles. Are you going to become vulnerable? This is a really big decision. Tell me about Capricorn. We have the Nine of Wands. I feel like you have not moved forward because for some of you, the grind could have exhausted you, for sure. It feels like somebody here is trying to find the energy to come outside the comfort zone, share themselves, and be vulnerable. It feels like you have exhausted your energy, time, effort. You've put it all the eggs in one basket, and I feel like you're sitting there sort of depleted going, whew, what do I do now? I just don't know if I have the energy or the effort to put into building foundations with people who are going to hurt me anyway. Bottom of the deck is the Eight of Pentacles. It really does feel like you've been putting hard work into something. And it's probably yourself. If you're in this Empress energy, you've probably been working tirelessly on yourself. Now, when I say that, I don't mean externally, right? Maybe you got a new hairdresser and a new nail technician, right? Maybe it's that. Maybe you decided to buy your suits at a different place. Maybe you got your car rewrapped, right? I don't know what it is, but it's not those external things, right? It's the internal things, which I think we're dealing with is the Four of Cups here. I feel like that you have everything in its place and you can no longer avoid the fact that you are being shut off and shut down with your feelings. And that, my friend, has become your comfort zone. Tell me about the Four of Cups, please. What's in this comfort zone and why are you there? We've got the Nine of Pentacles, because I rule the roost in my comfort zone. Nobody can tell me what to do. I'm very confident. I look good. I feel good. I do the things. I'm the boss. Nobody can tell me what to do. I feel like it's a little bit of inflexibility, actually. We've got the Knight of Pentacles. Give me a moment. I'll do it slowly. It feels like you're thinking about moving out of the comfort zone, but it does feel like this needs to be done with patience, reassessment, needs to be done by looking over the details. I don't care when this happens. It's going to happen on my own timeline. I kind of like being by myself, doing things by myself, the Nine of Pentacles. It's given me the confidence that I need in order to become the Empress. We've got the Two of Wands. I think it is time for you to decide, though. I feel as though you're making a very slow, intentional plan to make a decision about coming out of your comfort zone. The Two of Wands is here, and you have a decision to make. Are you going to pick the Sun and have your breakthrough? Or are you going to pick the Moon and continue to walk around through the dark night of the soul? Or it doesn't even have to be that. It could just be that, it's a place where I'm a little bit frightened. I'm frightened to show my emotions in the sunlight. So I feel like you have a decision to make here, and that is whether or not to take action on this, on stepping outside of your comfort zone. It feels like the Two of Swords is telling me that this has become a bit of a block, because I feel like you've been in the Four of Pentacles for a while where you have not been sharing yourself, your time, your efforts, or your energy with people. And you're like, yeah, this is a full safe plan, Elsie. Why would I bother going outside my comfort zone when all I've ever been is hurt? And so I feel it's the Nine of Wands that keeps you from stepping outside the comfort zone. Let's talk about the Two of Swords. Tell me about the Two of Swords, please. We've got the King of Swords. Yeah, it is definitely because of heartbreak. We've got two swords and one is, the facts are I always get hurt. Get hurt in friendships, get hurt in relationships. Somebody always says something that disappoints me or does something that disappoints me or tries to argue the facts with me. We've got the Ten of Cups. Hang on. There was too many cards to ignore. Sometimes I ignore when I drop cards because I feel like if they're going to end up on the floor, they don't need me and I don't need them, but that was a whole chunk. Let's go get them. All right. Tell me about the Ten of Cups. Justice. You know what? I feel like it for you, Capricorn, it's like, but what if it does work? But what if it doesn't? look, the facts are this. Like, it feels like you keep going over the head over heart part of it. The facts are, I've been hurt before. 3 swords. I've been disappointed. Somebody broke my heart. The 10 of cups is, but the facts also are, I really do want this. I want to feel this emotional happiness again. I feel like you have to come to a balance. It's like these two are sort of opposing dichotomies, it feels like. It feels like you're fighting between your head and your heart. And I think justice is what's going to pull you out and make you make a decision. You have to come to a harmony within yourself as to which one of those is more important. Are you willing to take the heartbreak if it doesn't work? Or are you just going to stay in the comfort zone? Because yes, you can stay in the King of Swords. And look, I don't think you're unhappy in your life, Capricorn. I don't think you are. But is it worth it to take a shot, to take a chance of getting my heart broken? So I feel like there's a head over heart thing going on with you. You do want the 10 of cups, but I think that the King of Swords is your logical side that is saying, I don't know, this doesn't work out for me. Justice is the pouring in of things. It is when things get into balance, it's the restoration. It's things that are going to go right, things that are owed back to you. It's karma, right? And I think that the karma that is coming to you is the karma that you have given to others. So we all, in the end, yeah, I just heard, what's her name? Jewel, saying, in the end, only kindness matters. And it's true. You're not here to be nice, Capricorn. You're here to be kind. And in the end, only kindness matters. And so I feel like you have to make a decision. And your decision will be your karma. Look, nobody's telling you have to, but do you want to? And if you do, you will get your karma accordingly. We all end up with what we deserve. So I think the question is, have you been kind? And if you have, then I don't think you have anything to worry about. The Lovers is in the reverse. We've got the 6 of Pentacles and the 5 of Pentacles. I just know that you don't want to live this way anymore. I don't think you want to live in this detached energy anymore. I feel like you really are craving connection with the 6 of Pentacles here, but you're craving reciprocal connection. I think that you're the person who takes care of everything, is always planned, and does everything for everybody. And I think that people take advantage of that. The Lovers is in the reverse. So you haven't yet made a choice about what you're going to do, because I feel like you're still struggling between head and heart here. Let's talk about this Empress. What have you been building? Giving yourself options. You know what it feels like you've been building? It feels like you've been building the wall. You know, the alleged wall. It feels like you've been building a wall of protection, is what it feels like. Elsie, I don't want to be hurt again. There is no fail-safe way to know whether or not you're going to be hurt again, except if you have boundaries. I feel as though this Magician energy is telling me that what you want to create is a stable foundation for yourself, because you want to have the choice of which way you want to go. In the past, there's been regret. And I think that that regret is that you have gotten into long-term relationships, long-term business ventures, or long-term jobs, or maybe you've gotten into a job just for money and you really didn't like it because the 5 of Cups is here. It feels like you are creating your own foundation. So for some of you, that might mean entrepreneurship. It might be that you're creating your own business. Not for everybody, but you're creating your own stability, I think, whether you work for someone or you don't. The Magician tells me that you want to be in charge of your creation. And the creation for you is stability. And you don't want, like, whatever you create is not what anyone can ever take from you. And so I feel like you've been spending all this time creating stability, because I think that the regret or the sadness from the past is the 10 of Pentacles. And if all you create is money, somebody can take that from you. But if you create confidence, if you create foundation, if you create liberation, then those are things that somebody cannot take from you. Tell me about this. We've got the Queen of Cups. We've got the 3 of Swords. Did mention the 3 of Swords over here. And we have the Strength card. You need to find the courage to show people the underneath, the soft, gooey part of you. the soft white underbelly, as it were. You know, when a dog flips over on its back, that's what I'm seeing, the little white underbelly. They want you. That's when you know that they really trust you, cats or dogs. And I feel like this Queen of Cups tells me that this is your vulnerable place. And I feel like invulnerability in the past, you have been hurt before. And so it's brought you to a place of strength and courage. And you're never going to let anybody in on that again to hurt you. Because I feel like you still suffer from some wounds. Now, this could be at work. You suffer from wounds at work. People who have taken advantage of you in the workplace. Advantage of you financially. Advantage of your friendship. Advantage of your loveship. Tell me about this 9 of Wands. We've got the 7 of Cups. We've got the Knight of Swords. And we've got the King of Wands. So look, I don't think that you really have to be afraid of the 3 of Swords anymore. Because the 10 of Wands is here. The King has wand. And the 9 of Wands is here. But look, the King is the one with the wisdom. I know how to act. I know how to do it. I know how to move forward. And I'm just going to give them the straight up words. I'm not going to mince words at this point in my life. And I feel like that's how you feel. That's how you find out what you want and what you don't want, who's with you and who's against you, because you are going to go into a place where there's going to be a lot of opportunities and options to get to know people. And some of them are not going to have the best outcome. But I feel like you just have to be in your Knight of Swords energy. You need to be aggressive with your words. You need to be aggressive with your actions and your boundaries. Because the Knight also has boundaries, but the Knight is the one who's just going to say it. I don't really care who's in the room. I'm just going to say it. But I think that this is your King of Wands energy. And 10 Wands tells me you can now just drop whatever you've been carrying that's been heavy. You can drop those scars. All right, we're going to go into the extended here, and we're going to figure out what else is going on here. I feel like there is something here that you feel you're not going to get. I feel like you are, but I feel like you have to make a decision to step outside the comfort zone first. I feel like you are saying, but that I want to choose it, but how do I choose it? Because right now I'm on the outside looking in. We'll talk about that. We have this growth spurt here, and I was talking about you not being able to be hurt again because you're the one that's in charge of creation. You will create the proper foundations, the stable foundations. You've already done that. And you know, not mincing words anymore. We're going to go into the extended. If you want to be there and want to watch me pull this apart further with tarot, then please check at the top of the comment section. There is a pinned comment. And in that pinned comment, if you click on more, it will open up and you will see that there is a link. You can purchase this outright. There's also a link for the membership area. You will get four extendeds a month in the membership area if you would like to do that. Also, if you're interested in a private read, I do them pre-recorded, but I also do them live. The pre-recorded readings, please click on the link to Hypsee. Go look at my pricing. Prices start at $25 and go up from there. And please take a look also at the extended, not the extended, but the live readings. I do them through text. I do them through phone, through audio, and I do them through video as well. So please take a look. If you book ahead, you book in advance, then you'll get between 5 and 75% off of those readings. So I'm going to go into the extended. If you'd like to be there, you know what to do. And I'm going to go to the extended. We're going to talk about all of this. And Capricorn, thank you so much for being here and watching. Happy Thanksgiving to you, friends. I hope that you and your families are well. And yeah, I'm going to go, but I'll be back because I'm always back. You take care of yourself and be well. Bye-bye.